Hip-hopping is the thing that's in. It's where the Stone Cold Nitro party begins. So listen, party people, with the ear to the street, the college professor and the social elite, to the fly young guys and the pretty girls I teach is gonna tell you about the hip-hop world. Hip-hopping is a way of life, with graffiti and rapping on the mic. As the record scratch to the breaker's beat, a hip-hop the sound of the street. Hip-hopping's been around a while with a serious funk. It's East Coast style, a record scratch, a simple rap, a breaker spinning on his back. Hip-hopping's where it's at. Now I will break it down for all of you who've never seen a hip-hop crew, or the gangster cuts of a cold DJ, shocking and rocking to the break of day, or the master art of the graffiti man, expressing himself with his spray can. Yo people, what's it gonna be? Hip-hop is making history. Now, a hip-hop club is not a disco. It's a record-cutting, cold-crushing, rapping show. Like New York Roxy or LA's radio. DJ keep you at a peak and on the go. No three-piece suit, allowed inside. T-shirt and tennis shoes, loosely tied. You hear scratching turntables when you cross the floor. As DJs spin on 2 and sometimes 4, like this. And you don't quit like that. Hip-hopping, where is that?
The mechanical master. Fantastic Five. Fantastic Five. And Trent, Trumpet, Taco. The Fantastic Five are better known as the Japanese crew. Rocking the house, give it up. You know, this is Anna. Bruce Trent. I'm gonna Bruce up and pop his taco. They're gonna be able to do it.
Now, if you want to dance on the hip-hop scene, hook up your tennis shoes, t-shirts, and jeans. Practice your moves to the sharp and clean. Hook up with the crew who can rock real mean. Like the Midnight Breakers, Fantastic Four. Breakstone masters of the floor. Or Boogaloo Shrimp, Pop and Taco. The master move of Look the Coco. 8 years old and still to show. Pop lockers on the go. Or the man called Flash and Matt the Cat, who flies through the air like acrobat. Or the master locker called Shabba-Doo, locking it up for a Stone Cold crew. But can he outdance you? He broke on you, man, what you gonna do? Nothing, that's Hector from the radio crew.
Betty, get your heart out.
Breaking is a whole different type of floor move. Other than popping, it's a unique dance. And to start off your breaking, you do a prep. It's called the up rock. There's all kinds of up rocks. It's just like a prep to get down to the ground, you know, build up your courage. Just in case, you know, you don't get that stage fright, you just up rock and say, wow, let myself loose. And when you feel you want to go on the ground, you're down there and you do the crazy legs. It's seriously crazy legs. It builds up your speed for your spin. Now, there's different kinds of spins. There's the swipe, there's the scissors, the helicopter, you name it, you know. But they're all good. And one of my favorites is the scissors, using both your legs. This one, it goes as far as it can this way. Then, when you want to spin, you get on your back and pick this one up.
And scissor.
And you sit there and pose. Now, after every spin, everybody poses, you know, so it look good, you know, like, wow, you know, it's scary. Then, there's a knee spin. Or, this knee spin, get enough
Get your balance.
Get your balance. Glide, she's looking, stop, Superman. Pose again. It's always in your moves of pose, so it'll make it look more professional, not just that. Then there's a hand spin and what you
Double
put your
knee spin.
the double knee spin, no double knee switch. Wait, switch. Come up. Voila.
When you spin, it turns off the light. Break dancer. about a decade, originated in the South Bronx. The form of fighting. It was like you would tease your opponent, maybe jump up and hit a pose or grab yourself and tease the person before you would fight, you know, to get them like angry or maybe intimidate them. After a while, it was more intimidating and playing around than it was fighting, and breaking was originated. California, breaking is real new out here. It's been here for about the last maybe year. I brought breaking out here. I was like the first one doing it, and everybody was into like being really cool and wearing suits and you know, not getting down and getting sweaty and really dancing hard anymore. And so I would go out dancing, and people would look at me really crazy because I would get out and spin on my back on the floor and get dirty and sweaty and, you know, have a lot of fun. And now everybody's doing it. I'm not saying, you know, like, yeah, I made this up, but it's a lot of fun and I love doing it, and I'm glad it's catching on really big out here. A lot of professional dancers out there used to rank themselves always above street dancers, like, yeah, we're trained and everything. But you gotta remember, they had schools, and they had books to learn out of. We don't. We're street dancers. We don't have a school to go to. That's the first question people ask me. Where do I learn to spin on my head? Where do I learn to do this? There's no classes. You learn going to the dances. You learn going to dance against people on the street.
That's it, okay. Let me see you go down then. Can you get him to go down with it? Let's see you go down with it. That's good. I'll be good. Cut it down, okay. Yeah, one touchdown. Let it go. All right, wait a minute.
Right, either way, go ahead, just run. Once you get into the run, you'll catch it. Yeah. Once you get into it, you'll catch it. It'll come. Yeah.
Shoot it up.
Cool. All right, next up. Then.
Freeze. Woo.
Freeze it. Freeze it.
Boom. All right, freeze. Back up. You going to your freeze? I can't. You going to your freeze like this? Oh, yeah. I knew it. Got it? Yeah. Hey, check it out. Do it one time. Try it again. Right in it. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Cool.
Oh, like that.
We stay in an area where it's gang related. So if we keep at least 5 young men off the streets, that's probably 5 lives we can save, and that's what everybody should do. It's this area, is an incident happened not too long ago where one of their close friends, got killed, and if he was doing what we're doing, it probably would never happen, So I say, as long as we keep them off the street and dancing and doing things to look up for, they'll never go that route,
scene, a hip-hop crew. Other gangsters control these days. Jacking and rocking to the break of day. Of the master art of the graffiti, man. Expressing themselves with his breaking. Yo, people, what's it gonna be? Hip-hop is making history.
Hi, I'm Shabadoo. I'm one of the original lockers. I started in 1972 as one of the lockers. We're a professional street dance group, That means we take the street dancers that's in the clubs and discos today, and we put them on a professional level so that we can perform in Las Vegas and whatnot. So I'm going to give you like a kind of history. So all this stuff, breaking and everything kind of evolved from, that was locking. Okay, so I'm going to show you, the first thing is the lock. And that came from the Funky Chicken. If you remember the Funky Chicken, so it was like this. That's the Funky Chicken. So if you take out the legs and you just do the arms, you have the lock. Okay, and that's freezing all your joints. From the lock, you point. Some people call it Uncle Sam. Okay, now from the lock, there's a lot of little tricks. Okay, we have like the most important trick, this one I'm going to show you, is the scuba hop kick. Everything spins from the scuba hop kick. And that's this. Scuba. This is scuba hop. Scuba hop kick. Scuba hop kick. Everything spins from that. Alright? And this. Rolling your wrist. That's locking. Being able to roll your wrist and point. Second dance, the major dance to come along with the lock, I would say it would have to be popping. That was a dance that kind of just like took over. And that's like the robot. The robot started on Soul Train in 1972 by a guy named Charles Robot. And it was real slow. Very mechanical. Just like that. That's Charles Robot. Then they took that, a guy named Slim the Robot, who was one of the original lockers, took that style of robot, which was real slow, and he sped it up. Because it moves like this. Which I call the Neanderthal of popping. Then after that, popping came, which is a style from not San Francisco, Oakland, or Fresno. And it was brought out here by a guy named Boogaloo Sam. And he was the leader of the Electric Boogaloo. Those were the first guys to bring boogalooing and popping to LA. Now this was just another style that I learned. I didn't make up popping. A lot of people think that I made up popping, but I didn't. It was just a dance that I picked up like everyone else from some guys who came from Fresno. So that's what we try to do, is try to accumulate all the different dances that you do. That's first locking, now I've added popping. Now the next major dance to come out was called Breakin.
Dancing gets real violent sometimes, and I know a lot of people here and around, they know how bad it gets. Rival gangs, rival territories, rival groups. I can beat so-and-so can beat us. Somebody writing over somebody's name. This kind of thing happens, when there's always like fights and stuff. I'm sure all the street dancers out there know all about this stuff and been in all of them. And, I've had friends die because of this. I've had a friend being shot. And it's really upsetting because, you beat some guys and they come back and cause trouble. It's always usually a fight, but my friend was shot and it was really bad. I know it's, happened a few times, I heard.
He made him dance?
Yeah, he beat a guy dancing.
Popping, they pop in front of you, and they be getting in your face, and you can't do what you want to do. Yeah, they'll be going up to you trying to pop in front of you like.
Now that provokes fight.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you know, hey,
I try not to get myself in that.
Me neither. You know, I just say, hey, you know, when they want to fight, I just say, hey,
I get
pop
serious.
or dance.
I get serious, but I give respect too, man. Okay, go ahead, it's your turn.
Yeah.
And you finished?
Don't put in my face.
Yeah, please.
We're here to dance.
I've had people touch me before when they're popping.
Oh, yeah?
I get mad. Yeah, they go up to you and they like.
How far? Show me.
Okay, they get real close, and I do it back to them because they go like this and stuff, and then sometimes they might hit you. They'll do something, they might bump you or something, and that's when I get, man, don't be touching me. That's when I get mad.
Something about the face, you know how they do it.
All right, something. The face.
You know how they one of the oldest popping the popping moves when you first start out is when everybody when they challenge you and they come up and they get your face.
Yo, yeah, eat it.
They step on it and they throw it out.
Intimidating.
I've had dudes come to grab your head and do all this stuff, and they bounce it and they kick it and they throw it around, play basketball with it. They put it back on your head. How do you like that?
That's not right.
So what?
That's just provoking a fight.
That's all that is. When somebody takes your head off, all that asking for some knuckles. That's all you asking for.
Dancing's like a lot, you know, all that a lot of us have, you know, and to have that reputation for all you're known at. If you're not known for, you know, being real tough, or you're not known for having, you know, the nicest car or the money or anything, you're known for your dancing. You know, when you're known for that and that's all you have, and somebody beats you, you know, it takes away your pride and your dignity. And street dancing's got a lot of that, a lot of that. But, you know, you just gotta keep going. You can't let things like that slow you down. Keep pushing for what you want.
Blue City Crew, who originated from Carson. We've been dancing I've been dancing for about 15 years, I've danced for long. And we're a family. We've been together since we're babies. So. He's still a baby.
Sugar Pop was one of our family. All this time I thought he was a color guy or a white guy. I heard about him a long time ago, but I made it. Finally, I made it to the dance contest, and he was talking, you know, some more to me, you know, talking all languages. I looked at him, where'd you learn that from? And then started keep on talking. And I heard about you a long time, so we met each other. And he wanted to hook up with us just to work out with us. And right now, he really helped us a lot, you know.
In LA, man, the race ain't no racial thing in LA. I heard New York, you know, they don't play that, you know. It's only like, you know, I guess PR, just that's all they be getting off of breaking. And if they see somebody else do it, you know, they laugh them right out of town. But in LA, it ain't like that. If you got the moves, you hard and you can hold down. That's all it is. I used to be an ex-gang member, and but dancing, you know, dancing was our life and stuff. You know, like they say now, like dancing's all this, you know, it's turned around, right? But instead of fighting, we're gonna take it to the floor and dance, you know, and that's what we believe too. So you know, down there, man, Carson used to be known for gangbang, but now it ain't like that. You know, everybody's into dancing. If you come here with our regular practice, you have about 50 guys breaking on this floor, different groups from everywhere. They used to be all gangbang. But that's why it's all calm now. You don't hear that many killings in Carson because they're all into dancing. Guys come out of jail and they look and they say, man, this is what's happening. They just hit the floor and start hitting the moves. That's what it's all about.
like that. Show me dog. Show me dog. There you go. Watch this dog. All right, folks.
Yeah, that's always been a nice move. Like that, huh? Yeah, I wanted to go from any.
Come up?
Yeah. Well, do it just like that. But you gotta come out of it as you're turning. You don't want to come out of it as you stop.
want it, if you want it. 20.
Let him spin. Now watch how you let his spins go first. You don't just
Let him go,
start grabbing,
sir.
Cream.
Let him go, let him go, let him go. Let him
Watch,
go.
see? He's just holding. He's not grabbing yet. See what I'm saying? See, just let him float. Just get him, let him float. Then you grab.
Hi, my name's Mike. I'm better known as Boogaloo Shrimp. That's my street reputation. And I've been dancing for about, all my life I've been dancing, but for this kind of dancing, I've been dancing for about 1.5 years. And it's really changed my life because, like, people my age, kids my age, they're usually in street gangs or something, and they're, like, out there smoking dope and, usually robbing houses or something. And, I'm doing something with my life. That's what gives me a lot of, recognition from people. They say, that's good, and they're proud of me because I'm doing something with my life, and I like it. And, I met a lot of people, different people, been in a lot of places, and, it's really changed my life. It's exciting now, because I used to pop on the streets, unprofessionally. And then, now I'm doing it on stage and stuff, on videos, and, they're seeing me work my way up, to a higher peak. And that's what they like about it. They say, yeah, they're proud to talk about me, Say, yeah, I knew that dude, I still know him, he's my friend. At least they know somebody that's doing something with their life,
Rapping is a very essential part of the street scene. If you take like any regular record and you lay a rap over it, it'll change the whole meaning of the record. Like what we do is we try to, it's like direct communication with the people as far as when we were saying. You might beat around the bush. When we rap, we say exactly what we mean. And when we say we kicking up the real deal of the show shot. So it's part of the street scene. It came from the streets, rapping or toasting. People used to say rhymes and toast to each other. And somebody just decided to go on, lay it down onto the beat, and it's what's happening. We try to talk about
everything from cartoon to politics, Los Angeles, New York. Try to cover all different areas, different aspects.
It's about the ear, it's about the ear-catching thing, something that's going to attract the people's attention, and that's going to also make them clap their hands and dance at the same time.
Yeah. Well, there's two types of rapping. You have a party rap that's essentially just set up, to do what a DJ that maybe can't rap does. A party rap, we'll make one. We'll say, everybody come along, get on the beat, and raise your hands and shake your body, that type of thing. And then we have more like a political rap, something like The Message that Grandmaster Flash made so popular. And that's like where you say something that really gets under people's skin, which a song really can't do, Then you have, there's all sorts of, it's an art form. It's hard to do. You have to keep on beat. That's the main thing.
Tonight, just to make it clear, from LA to New York, we are the best over here. Now the leader of the studio, my mechanic guy, from LA, I'm on MC, back to NY, 3 MC, 2 check up a girl. So on up, put your head in curl. But what we're simulation, come on, put in the paint. You don't quit. So when you see us coming through, the beat is on, that I can hit, and the crew's along. We're gonna rock it like the hot, and rock it like this gonna be, y'all. We don't quit, we don't quit. That's good shit. Oh, come on, shit. Cut it up, And they don't quit. Cut it up. You're listening to that big cat. I'm in New York City Spin Master.
You take a record as it's playing, and you just cut it up to your own specifications. People who make records don't make them perfect. No, I'm just joking. Now there's different styles. There's scratching, there's cutting, there's flashing, and we do a couple of things that we don't have any names for yet, but we'll show you some stuff. This is cutting. I'm gonna let my friend Egyptian Lover show you how he cuts. Cutting will be taking a certain segment of the song and repeating it at his own will, at whatever speed he wants. Like he might go one measure, which is like 4 beats. You know, okay, so listen, he's repeating the same part over and over again, which just means, yeah. Flash. Okay, that's scratching. Okay. Cut. Okay, now, you know that there's a difference between cutting and scratching. Scratching will be where you take the record, stop it, cutting and spinning back. Yeah, cutting is back where it takes the record and you repeat one part.
The beat that's got to be the show. You need to take it out, y'all. You don't stop. Ice-T's on the mouth about ready to rock. I was on the MC, y'all the name Ice-T. When the doctor bring a button, it was on the beat. Blessed by the DJ, above, I refuse delivery on my nose, trying to love. Empty to my mama when she see me every day. Wrapped in my bottle, when she took my microwave. Wrapped in my wagon, my bike, my trike. I threw down on any suckers that I didn't like. When I get on the mic, it goes down. The beat goes up, front of cars, rolling down the street. It happened once or twice as a sacrifice. For the love of the player, y'all cool as ice. When I die, y'all, I wanna be pressed into a 12 inch 33. And then give it to you, then you can't be letting it scratch the cut until the beat go crazy. Take shit, y'all. You don't stop. That's G. Are you about ready to rock? And that's C. You heard T. And I've been rapping to the beat to the 83. I'm that C. Get on the mic. Show the party people just what you like.
And it really came from the call and response from really the black churches when ministers used to say, can I get an amen? And they respond, okay? And that's been around for decades, you know, hundreds of years. As long as we do it, we say, you know, can everybody in the house say ho? And they respond, you know, they feel like they're involved actually with the show. That's what we try to do. And like I teach kids to rap. Ray Mack has little kids learning how to do it to the beat. Ready, teacher, you don't quit. Kick up the beat, it's the ultimate.
My name is Teach, I'm an itty bitty baby. When it comes to love, I'm a football lady. I'm passing to Stephanie. You think you bad, you got a beat me.
Stephanie, you got to get on the mic and rap. Come on, Steph. Wait a minute, Steph, pump it up now. This is your audition. You know what rap? You ready? Loki. I'm ready too. Y'all ain't in this crew.
I'm ready to and I am cool, but I ain't no stupid like Ice-T, the old dumb fool.
1, 2, 1, 2. I'm with the Golden Group crew. Leader Ice-T is throwing down for you. Now my girls, they're players. You can see they got to be cool because they're running with teeth. So if they see you looking guys, don't give a double take. Cause your money you'll surrender and your heart you'll break. Teacher, get on the MIC and rock to the beat with Ice-T. Hit it, beat.
My name's Keith, I don't got no trouble. I always knew I was a playgirl. I'm here to dance, I'm here to freak. I'm freaking with Ice-T.
You got an A.
Freeze it up, Steph. Monique. Smurfit. Oh, fella. Watch out, Dominoes. Keisha. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the golden girl. The golden girl. The golden girl. Let me get a round of applause for the golden girl. All right. First center stage. Playground. There you go. These fellas scratch their own record. He's not too big to dance. Who said we run? I got somebody bigger than him. Gonna break.
I think that's what we provide for the kids. I mean, they take a look at us. All right, like say for instance myself. A couple of years ago, I was rapping. Nobody wanted to hear me. Who cares? Now I got a little fame in Los Angeles. So there's like little kids run up to me like, ooh, Ice-T, you know, I want to be like you. And that kind of trips me out because I don't really feel like I'm anybody. I'm not anybody. I'm just a dude that can talk to the beat of the music. But if they want to be like me instead of be like a guy that goes and holds up a liquor store, I'm all for it. So I try to motivate them toward my direction because I feel it's, you know, it has a little, you know, artistic value to it. Maybe they'll get into playing instruments or something. A kid will look at AJ, all right? He's just drawn. He'll turn around and say, wow, you got into a gallery. You know, maybe I should try to add a little bit to my stuff, you know, or maybe add Super AJ. And AJ will say, go on, get some more colors and get up into it.
The other day I was shooting a graffiti and some kids came up to me and said, wow, this is great. And we started talking. I explained them, you know, they should go to a museum and see whatever painter there was, and they should try to mix colors and, you know, create their own thing. And this is cool because it might lead them into some other thing. If the kid goes to a museum, he might find something else and then hook up with some other stuff, like might get into going to art school or something. It's as long as he's down with it and he does something.
And also what we did was we made it like, all right, in a big city like Los Angeles, there's so many negative things for kids to get into. There's always somebody saying, try this, try that, you know. But we made it cool, you know. If they feel they're cool with us, and that, you know, they're rapping or scratching records or something, they don't have to do anything negative. They don't have to go out and be a gangbanger. I mean, you see us dancing, you might go to a park and, you know, Metro Nation's there, we'll turn it out. There might be 100 dancers, and then there's so many, you know, gang members, right? Even some of the gang members might say, wow, I might want to be over there because that's actually where the party is, that's where it's happening, that's where the fun is, instead of me just standing around here, you know, totally negative thoughts on my mind, you know, nothing really constructive, and they might break away and come over to us. And, you know, we're very peaceful and we have a lot of fun and stuff, so.
That's your mark. All right, watch me. I'm going to mark myself. But this time, I'm going to land in front of that knife instead of behind it. Just to show you I'm going straight up. I'm going to do a gainer up here. Laying right there. Go my mark.
You got to go up, not back.
All these kids have art in them, you know, running through their bodies. They want to be artists of some sort. They're either dancers or, right, graffiti painters, or they can make models or something. But most of the community and people out there won't give them any respect for that. They don't want to count it. They just want to say they're, you know, juvenile delinquents or something. They don't want to look at the artistic value the kids have. And now, right now, they're dancing. That's the art form. I mean, if you took one of these kids, like you see a breaker doing a head spin, and they were to do it like, let's say somebody went to a ballet, and the same thing happened, somebody would come out of there saying, well, they did a marvelous head spin, you know, it's totally different, but due to the fact they're doing it on the street, they don't get any respect for it, but it's a form of art.
So, okay, I'm going to tell you where you grab it at. When you get ready to turn over, that's when you grab it.
See, I still don't know, because when I jump up, I throw my, as soon as I jump up and I'm like this, I throw my head back.
No.
You do it all like
okay,
that?
look. See, the jump, this right here, just to give you an idea. Really, when you jump up, you're going over.
See, look, you're going straight back like this.
You're going.
Your head and everything.
Same time.
Okay, but my head help it more to go back.
Yeah. So you're going to one motion.
Okay.
You want to try now?
Yeah.
We're going to do it on this one, right? Come on. See, I just barely helped you there. You look like you was going to get around on that one.
Get around on that.
You jumped on that one.
Hit him less and less.
Yeah, do what I thought.
Wait.
You let it go too soon.
Wait.
what we do, as far as for the kids, we give them a place where they feel comfortable. They're not being put down for what they do. We pump them up. I mean, a kid might shoot a little painting on the wall or something like that, and where other people would put them down, say, well, why you do something like that? We'll be able to, appreciate the art form and that, and say, well, that's cool, stay down. Because at least they're doing something constructive, creative and constructive, which we're trying to make most kids do.
The relationship between, music and dancers and graffiti and rappers is that, it came from the street, street culture. So everybody that was hanging out in the street, like people painting on the walls and kids breaking in the corners, they met, they like, one painted a jacket for the other, then they did shows, and then, they were always hanging out together. That's the major relationship. Graffiti, when it started, people were writing their names, on the walls and whatever, trains. And then gradually they decided to elaborate the stuff, so they put colors and form. And then more and more, it got to the point of becoming an art.
Now hip-hop club is not a disco. It's a record-cutting, cold-crushing, rapping show. Like New York Roxy or LA's radio. DJs keep you at a peak and on the go. No three-piece suit, Aladdin style, t-shirt, tennis shoes, loosely tied. You hear scratching turntables when you cross the floor. As DJs spin on 2 and sometimes 4, like this. And you don't quit, like that. Hip-hopping's where it's at.
Now I'm gonna pass the mic over to my right. Come on, get free, do what you like. Do the beat. You never stop. You see, I meet funny people wherever I be. Movie stars and celebrities. I met John Travolta, Reverend Ike, Jerry Lewis, and Dick Van Dyke. A famous name in the history book. And the average girl with the girl ass look. Just wave your arms in the air, everybody. Wave your arms in the air, come on. Throw your arms in the air and wave from wall to wall. Now if you like the sound of the radio crew screaming out and say, hey! Hey! You do your job. You go on, go on, go on, go on. The beat don't stop till the break of a dawn. Like a hot pot of cheese off a layer of young. We're moving up, y'all. We're moving up, y'all. You see, I came from New York down here to LA. To see what LA homeboys you got to say. They hear the music in LA sound. The fun of which is are known to rap. The rap is there, my technique. The rap is get the ladies right out of the seat.
Coming for a break. Breaking. We want to see everybody break down here. We heard everybody break down here. And they got the #1 breakers out here too.
Show my stuff.
Yeah, we want to break with them too. And see what we can do with it.
Give it up, people and shot on board. Y'all get off the stage. Y'all get off the stage. Who that goes? You get surprised because what I'm gonna do is called rap the time. So otherwise, let's organize and mobilize the body. You can hear the time. If you analyze, you'll jeopardize. But I'm here to commercialize because I rock and I don't stop. I like a picture now on the grand 5 o'clock. Now millions of women have chosen the choice. They beat my clothes on the mic and course.
This place is the best. The best place to come see Breakin.
Yeah, Breakin.
There's no place in the valley to go see.
And scratch the gun until the freak go crazy, take a shit, y'all. You don't stop, that G. Are you about ready to rock? And that's C. You heard T. And I've been rapping to the beat to the 83. I'm that C. Get on the mic. Show the party people just what you like.
A lot of people told us about the Breakin and stuff there, and we just come to watch. It's interesting. It's neat. It's fun to pick up different things and try out new clouds and stuff.
Big boys came to win. All right. What? Check it out. Check it up, indeed. Really rock. You know they're on. The beats don't stop till they bring it on. They don't quit. They got the guns, they're on the most of it.
And we come down because we like the music here and the atmosphere and it's kind of casual.
It's not real trendy, you know. We don't see all our friends from Arcadia or Pasadena here. It's a different crowd.
Yeah.
Hip-hopping is the thing to sing. That's where Stone Cold Nitro party begins. So listen, party people with the ears to the streets, the college professors and the social elite, to the fly young guys and the pretty girls I see. It's gonna tell you about the hip-hop world. Hip-hopping is the way of life, with graffiti and rapping on the mic. As the records scratch to the breakers beat, a hip-hop sound of the street. Hip-hopping is here around the wild, with a serious funk. It's so style. A record. smoke my weed bud, drink my wine. Sip cocaine, grab a coconut tree. Can't nobody rank like him, see. We the house job, the body rock. You see, I came from a place called New York Town where all the other MCs don't want to and you don't stop. See, I came from a place called Brooklyn Town where all the sucker MCs don't mess around. Once they hear my name, they know my game, but they aren't your hand. You from the Hall of Fame. This guy, so tonight. Rock to the rhythm of the city, you got on and on and on and on.
Exotic freeze. Cut it up, get it up.
Young people, what's it gonna be? Yeah, Papa's making history. Now hip-hop club is not a disco, it's a replica cold fucking rapping show. Like New York Roxy or LA radio, DJs keep you at a peak and on the go. No three-piece suit, allowed inside t-shirts and tennis shoes, loosely tied. I said the beat don't stop, it's the record start. Like a hot pop and up in every y'all. We're moving up, y'all. We're moving up, y'all. We're moving up, y'all. I'm not here to pay nobody's way. I just want you to check out what I got to say before I go, before I quit. You know, I don't want to sing it. I can't do it, got to be to it. For all the young kids, I want to undress. When I rap on the mic, you turn to me. The rappers act like so viciously. They tell me the friend, they say they heard that voice. Can't see, I see where the people just. I go around the world. You're on the block just with a story. I got to tell about how me and McQueen, the baby doll, started to raise some hell, you see. Because of me and McQueen and all the other women, we're picking up the funky beats for one another. And all the hits now with the funky beat. It's the place to be for you and me to be. Keep that breath in your step, you don't stop beating it on the mountaintop. Because the time is now, and the place is there. I see, keep your rhymes sincere. Serious DJ, I want you to know that I'm a rock to the beat, so won't let go. Ha ha, you don't quit. Serious DJ, check it out. You fucking up to the beat that got to be the show unique. Check it out, y'all. You don't stop. IT's on the mount about ready to rock. I'm with one of the MC, y'all the name IT. When the guys bring a bus, it was on the beat. Just say. Put it up, get up good. Oh, people at the church. All right.
So when you listen to the record by your radio DJ, or listen to the rappers on the records that they play, or check out the graffiti turning ghettos into art, and watch the kids who dance on the street and in the park, I hope it's time you realize hip-hopping is the way to find true peace in city streets in this cold world today. Let's dance, not fight, and all unite. Just turn the box up loud to the funky beat. On any street, you'll find that hip-hop crowd. Cause I was born an MC and named Ice-T. When the doctor spanked my butt, it was on the beat. Blessed by the DJs up above. I back through delivery. All my nurses fell in love. MC to my mama when she tend me every day. Rapped in my bottle when she took my mic away. I rapped in my wagon, my bike, my trike. I threw down on any suckers that I didn't like. When I get on the mic and get on the beat, girls jump in front of cars rolling down the street. It happened once or twice as a sacrifice for the love of the player who's cold as ice. When I die, y'all, I wanna be pressed into a 12-inch 33, then given to a DJ. He can't be lazy, then scratch and cut until the streets go crazy. Every night when I lay down to sleep, I pray my Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, please send me where they scratch and break.